What's up? What's up? You know what's going on, man. It's Bezo803 on that social media. Here's my co-host right here.
Hey, Mikey the Hustler, one time again.
Another exclusive interview. We got Miss Janean, period, in the building.
Okay. Coming here bringing all that good energy.
Good energy. Got the dope Nike sweatsuit on. We see you.
I love that green.
The sneaker game crazy too now.
Okay.
Yeah, the sneaker game is sick.
Yeah.
How long you been a sneakerhead? Forever?
No, I just started.
Yeah?
I'm over heels.
I can't tell.
So no, we don't. It's too much trying to put some 4 inches on at my age. You know, I might not look as old as I am, but these knees tell a different story. So just maybe like the last couple of years.
Throw the kicks on, keep it going,
and keep it going with a dress and everything. Do not play with me.
love. Life coach, business coach, relationship coach, grief coach, business visionary.
Okay.
I mean, you do so many things. Tell the people who you are and a little bit, about what you do.
Okay, so my name is Janean, period. The period comes from my ex-husband telling me I no longer had claim to his last name. So, we just gonna period that thing out because I don't want it either.
Right, yeah.
So I am a mom. I am a grandmom. I have 3 babies.
Okay.
I am interesting. I'm not an expert in anything, but I know a lot about everything. So I'm able to function in a lot of different ways in a lot of different areas. So, yeah, I talk a lot, too. So just shut me up when you...
Hey,
talk.
No,
keep
we
going.
love talkers, trust me. And, we had a conversation, I think about a year ago at this point, right about 9 months ago, at the cigar spot. And that was a great conversation and definitely a lot of great points reached, relationships, life, and all that stuff. And you definitely was holding your own. So it's good to have you here because we love talkers. Some people, they get on here and they kind of freeze up. So first of all, we want to talk about where you are originally from.
I'm a military brat. I was born, I have 3 siblings. I was the only one born in Sumter, South Carolina. My older sister was born in Oklahoma. My dad was in the Army. My younger sister was born in Germany. My youngest brother, the youngest of the crew, was born in Maryland. So I was born here when my dad was in Vietnam, one of them places. But I was raised in D.C. So I came down here.
DMV.
Yes, 26-ish. And got married, had children, got divorced, and came to my mama's house because I was a single mother for the first time ever in my life. So just stayed here. I didn't want to raise my children up there, so we stayed here.
Gotcha. So you kind of got a versed life as far as living in the big city and then, being here in a much smaller town. How did that kind of shape, who you are?
I've seen some things. Growing up in the height of the drug epidemic, where I grew up at, I think out of, for example, if we had 20 dudes in our neighborhood, out of the 20 dudes today, maybe only 3 of them are still living. So, it was between the police jumping out and crackheads ODing in front of you. I literally saw somebody I went to school with get his head blown off in my face. So it didn't negatively impact me, but it made me, strive to get out of that environment, to never put my babies in that position or that predicament.
Right. What part of DC you was in?
Southeast.
Ooh,
yes, Howard Road, baby.
Oh man, I spent some time up in Southeast, man.
Yeah, don't play with it.
Southeast.
It's gentrified now.
Yeah,
though,
when
right?
I was up there.
With the white, can I say white people?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we talk about them.
Yeah, like literally, like where I grew up at, they tore down the apartment, so it's these multi-million-dollar townhomes, and I'm like, we used to like play kickball right there on the playground. Yeah, it was.
When I was up there was a lot of that was going on. I was up there 2015, 2016-ish. And it was like you could go around the corner and you'll see people high, falling over, arguing, fighting. You could walk 2 more blocks and You see a white guy walking his dog, whistling.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
But it's still like that. So my older sister still lives up there. So I'm up there at least once a month.
Okay.
So love going in the old neighborhood. Love seeing, the store where we would pay the wino. Like Boone's Farm was literally like the bottle was $1.99. You pay the wino, just go in the store, get him a bottle, he'll give us a bottle. We was living large.
I was on that Boone Farm back then.
Mad Dog 2022 do not play. The Strawberry Boone's Farm and that great Mad Dog 2020.
Pardon me, y'all. So after you got down here and you with your mom at this point, and you're raising your children, what was you into at that point, career wise, or what was your next step as far as just career?
Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Single mom had to work because their father, and I've never been disrespectful towards them because I chose them, but chose not to participate. So being a mom, I had to do what I had to do. They had the best of everything, I would go without to make sure that they had, because it's not their fault that I was in that situation.
Certainly.
So I worked, I went to school, I did the whole college thing as a single parent with 3 children, and I just did what I had to do.
Oh yeah, we applaud you for that though.
Definitely.
That's love. That's love. That's love. That's love. So getting to the point where we're at now, we just want to get a little background on you, a little, color it in a little bit. You decide that, I want to help people. Where does that come from?
I've always helped people. I'm always the person that somebody comes to because I have a level head. I don't, I'm emotional. Let me not say that. I think though before I speak. So I'm not the one that'll just, when the boyfriend acting up, I'm not the one that's just gonna go punch him in the face unless he deserves it. But then I'm also not the one that, if she's wrong too.
Yeah.
So, but I've always been the voice of reason. So it just manifested itself into a conversation with a young lady, and she was just like, "Oh, okay, you need to go to life coach school so you can just, get paid for what you do for free."
Oh yeah.
So I was just like, "Oh, okay." And I was in my marriage, this last one, in that last one, and went to school for it, and start healing myself so I can be able to leave that situation.
Right.
And it's just, I just get paid to help people now.
That's beautiful. You got to get paid for your gifts. I believe we deserve to get paid for our gifts, especially when a lot of us have been, utilizing our gifts for free for so long. I believe God wants us to get paid for our gifts.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, so nothing wrong with that at all. And you impacting and helping people in a positive way. So life coaching school, for anybody that may be looking on and they might want to follow the same path as you, any advice on how to get into that? What's it about? What's the process like? What was your experience with it?
The process was fairly easy. It was just a matter of the school that I went through was based out of Atlanta.
Okay.
So I was able to do everything via the internet. I didn't have to go any place. It was you have to be in a space where you can eliminate yourself from your personal self from situations where you're helping people. Like I can't hold my past hurt against the person that you may be coming to me to talk about, whether it be your significant other, whether it be a family member, whether it be a friend. I have to completely be void of any personal emotion to be able to help, but you have to be in a space where you can do it and not be affected by it.
Right.
Because if you're paying me, I can't be emotional right along with you. It just doesn't make sense. So you have to know yourself and be in a space where you can separate your personal from your professional.
I've been through that. Yeah, with mine. And I ended up helping her, and I was like, why am paying you? So I stopped going.
Come on, man.
I stopped going.
Wow. Because I was just, that led me to the question I was going to ask. How do you even separate that? How do you balance it out? How do you not take that grief home? I could see that because I know for me, I might be having the greatest day ever. Everything's going good. Then a friend might call me with something and just take my energy all the way low. And I'm like, geez, but I know I'm going to talk to him because that's just who I am. So how do you, be able to leave that in the session and go home?
So I know you have kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have sons.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 daughters. I have 3. My son is the oldest. They were great training ground because, you know, if you're not careful, you can catch a good 5 to 10 by strangling one of your daughters, because women are naturally emotional creatures.
Yeah,
that's who we are. We jump off the cliff and then ask for a parachute later. So I had to develop this whole. I hear you, but I really don't hear you, because if I hear you, then I'm gonna get involved, and now everybody yelling and screaming, and nobody's getting nothing done. So that's how I mean, and I don't want to say that I don't care, but I don't care. You know, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. So I'll listen to you, and I'll hear your story. We'll have a conversation about what steps can we do to make this better. But what I cannot do is hear the same story again.
Thanks.
And I make that clear. If you want to be better, be intentional about being better. So yeah, we put the yeah.
Well, you know, and speaking in a general way, what do you see, you know, I'm assuming a lot of your clients may be of, you know, black, our color, our race, whatever. What do you see that's kind of plaguing our community right now in 2023, or something that, you know, a very common thing that you're running into?
Generational things. I don't want to say curses, because some of them, they are, but it's generational things. You know, we see our parents grow up. My grandparents were a certain kind of way. My mother's mother had 13 children. My grandfather was a Rolling Stone. My father's mother had my father when she was 13. So, you know, what I see versus what my children see are completely different. So, but then we also have to understand that we learn by what we're taught, but we also learn by what we see. Right. So there are some things that we can be doing that we don't even understand that our children are taking hold of. So that's the biggest thing that I see right now, generational things. You know, I do this because my dad did this. No matter how right or wrong it is, I still did this because my dad does it. I don't know another way.
Right.
So I'm going to do what I know to do instead of asking for help on how to do something different.
Right. Love it. So we got to go through a unlearning, you would say.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that, because we like you said, we grew up seeing certain things, and, you know, it worked for them, and we turned out all right. So yeah. I'm implement the same thing. But when you're dealing with children, especially, they totally different these days. So you got to take a different approach. And the world is totally different these days. So some things that they might have said or did is just not acceptable today. Like, you get cancel culture. You know, you can't just say whatever you want to say. I used to get cursed out, like all type of crazy stuff. Like, but and then later on we get dinner and it's all good.
But why can't we though? Like, why can't we be respectful of how somebody feels? Like, I can't take ownership. I have to respect. If I hurt your feelings and I don't feel like I hurt your feelings, I can't discount the fact that I hurt your feelings, right? So why can't we be able to express ourselves without offense?
Yeah, you're right. That's very important in our community right now. Yeah. So as a life coach, you know, what do you want your legacy to be? I know you just starting out. You've been doing it all your life, but now you're getting paid for it. You know, what do you want your legacy to be when you look back, when people look back on the work you're doing?
That she's fair, that she's level-headed, that she'll never take your right and give it to somebody else. I love to respect people, right, and I love to love people. So I don't want anything to be like, she didn't do this because of how she personally felt. I mean, I don't know if you know, but you know, I'm an elder, right? I'm an ordained elder.
I kind of knew that. I don't know if I knew that or not.
But when I tell people,
that's all good though.
Yeah, but see, when I tell people, it's just like, you don't look like an elder.
Yeah.
Like, you don't look like
you're a fly elder.
I mean, but that's the thing though. Yeah. It's just like redefining what we think somebody should be based on what we were taught growing up. And I want somebody to look at me and be like, she was a real one at all times. She represented God in her way.
Yeah, I love it.
And she did what she needed to do.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. So What would you say is your greatest accomplishment so far, being that, since you started out on this journey?
My greatest accomplishment is helping couples. I have a few success stories where I allow them to address each other in a respectful kind of way, and then give them the tools to do something different. And I'm single at this moment, and people ask me, so how can you be single and do this? Because I know what the heck
Yeah.
I know what the hell I want, and I know how to function in a we kind of situation. I just was functioning with a dysfunctional me in my we situation. My ex was just like, wanted to argue all the time, and I don't argue. I don't argue. I feel like as adults we can have a conversation. We can agree to disagree. But what I'm not about to do is I'm not about to go back and forth with you over who left the toilet seat. But that's ridiculous. So, but being able to navigate a situation where I'm done, to like, oh, okay, Janine, we're going through with the marriage. Yeah.
That's beautiful. We got to give it up for those success stories. Because it seems like, social media, even podcast, I mean, everywhere we look, it seems like the black man and the black woman are at war. Why is that? Is it social media influence, or is it, all these podcasts saying you need to do this and you need to do that, and women should be this way and men should be that way,
Did you see me just roll my eyes? The thing of it is that society can give you like a basic definition of what your relationship should be, right? But then you have you, and then you have me. You were raised this way, I was raised this way. I do this, you do that. And the key is to come together and compromise without losing yourself while you're doing that. I can't come into any kind of type of relationship based on what Webster say my relationship, my marriage should be. Right. We should be able to come in and merge us together and define specifically who we are to each other, what we want our relationship to be, and how we're going to function. That's nobody else's business.
You're right. How big of a part do you think social media, influences, people of today? What's your opinion on that?
A big part, because we see, and I'm going to use Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert.
Yeah.
So when you look at their marriage, oh my God, they got this beautiful thing. They got this beautiful relationship, And this is what they're portraying on social media. But as soon as they break up, please respect our privacy. But your privacy wasn't private when you were showing me all the good stuff. Highlights. So now we have this false image of what happiness looks like because we only get the good part and not the bad part. So it plays a major part. And then we have all of these false sense of identities where we have to look a certain way or we have to be a certain way in order for somebody to look at us twice, or it's ridiculous.
They arguing about everything. Who's supposed to pay this? Yeah. What's the date? What the first date's supposed to be?
Let me tell you something. Take me to a park with a feed me. Okay? Feed me. Feed me. I don't need I can cook, so I don't need you to take me out. And of course, we can go out sometimes. Let's travel. Where your passport at? You see what I'm saying?
I like that.
It's like I don't need public approval for my private situation. You see what I'm saying? But then as soon as something go wrong, respect my privacy. You're not doing none of that.
You're posting those highlight reels, that couple goals and all that. I think a lot of people, and I it's kind of like, what's the state of our people? Because it's like, I think a lot of people really try to follow these celebrities. I mean, people you really know, like they really see what celebrities is doing and they feel like they need to do that, or they fantasize about experiencing that. Yeah. And I just think that's setting people up for failure, because we real people and we don't know what they really have going on. Like you said, when it's all over, obviously they had a lot going on we didn't know about. So we got to focus on, like you said, just defining what happiness is for us as individuals. And I think that'll put us in a better place as a people, because I feel like as a whole, things are not going to get better until we're able to work together. Because we even get to a point now where we can't even work together in business. Mm-hmm. So, what's your take on that? Like,
we are crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we would go pay. So I want these little Gucci Adidas, right? Mm-hmm. And they like $850.
Yeah.
But before I spent $850 on a pair of Gucci Adidas, let me see if I can find one of us to support. Mm-hmm. The thing of it is that we would pay that to somebody who will never benefit us, but then we want to nickel and dime us over the little things, and then they don't even understand what it takes to create what we create.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I used to make shirts, and Well, I'm because that's the whole divorce thing. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Go ahead. Pardon me.
But the creative in me would go above and beyond. Like, I would never give you something that I would never wear myself.
Right.
So the creative in me would go above and beyond. But you would go pay $40 for a little Nike sweatshirt that got just that little small Nike sign on, and then you can't give me $30 for a one of a kind that you asked for. I designed by hand, so you don't take into consideration the design process. Oh, change this, change that, change this, change that. You want to nickel and dime me, but then you'll go pay other people full price. Right. So we're ridiculous, but then we don't understand why we can't get ahead as a whole. Why we can't get ahead. And then women are the worst. We hate each other.
You said it.
But it's true. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to be honest. And I want to ask you this question because I deal with a lot of females in business, and a lot of them, they love to do stuff with me, collaborate, do things. And I'll say, how come you don't do, and I don't deal with females. I'm like, why?
Dare you?
And they ain't got no friends.
I mean, I hear that. I hear that all the time though.
No, I don't.
I'm like, hey, why you don't?
I don't. But let me tell you why I don't. I want everybody to win, so we can be friends, and then a little bit down the line they start to get jealous because I don't move like most women move. I want us to win. Now if we go out, I might get a little bit more attention than she get on this occasion, and it's, oh my God, why is they all up in your face? So it's like we have this false sense of beauty. That's number one. We have this false sense of security. That's number two. And then we don't even know who we are. Like, we don't take the time to get to know each other before we can sit up here and deal with somebody else. I am 100% secure in myself. I don't have no problem walking up to a woman and telling her, oh my God, you're the most beautiful woman that I've seen today. Not in the world, because I feel like I'm beautiful myself. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I know that. But I don't walk around with an arrogance, Right. I don't have to put I don't wear weave at all. I do some braids in a heartbeat. I don't wear makeup. I don't know how to put it on. Never learned how to put it on. I don't need to do any of these things in order for somebody to see me.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of. I think a lot of females deal with that though, because I'm not trying to put nobody out there wishing they won't know about the store anyway. But I got a female friend, and she hangs with a certain group of friends, and she was like, "Yeah, I wasn't getting no attention last night at the lounge or whatever." I'm like, "But you really bad now. Like, you fine. That's what you talking about." And I know that. I'm like, to me, you like the fines out the whole. But that really bothered, her.
Like
I'm like, wow, if females do stuff like that, like, I couldn't imagine.
I go sit in the corner. I'll get a look. I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't, but that's not what drives me. That's not what motivates me.
Right.
It's not what motivates me, but women find their worth in the validation of a man, and I'm not her.
So how can we shift the mindsets,
We have to learn ourselves and be okay with ourselves, the flaws and all. You know, we try to cover our flaws up, but I mean, every person in this world is flawed. There was only one perfect person that walked this earth. Right. So that's where number one, we need to start with that. We're all flawed, and it's okay. Yeah. We're not going to be beautiful to everybody that comes in our way. We're not going to be attractive, and there are attractive men that I'm not attracted to. You see what I'm saying? I have a type, and that whole muscular buff 6-pack thing is just not me. You cute, but keep going. Don't even stop over here. She might like you, but we don't understand that, you know, our beauty is our beauty. And although others may find us beautiful, some may not. And we need to be okay with the ones that I told my daughter the other day, it can be 100 people in our face, and 99 out of that 100 can sing your praises. But it'll be that one person that says you ain't all of that we're going to focus on. And that's going to drive us for the next 2-3 months.
Yeah. We see it all the time.
Yeah.
We even see it with, switching gears with small businesses. Like, you can be doing some work in your community and you have 2 or 3 people that, you know, say something negative about your brand and you going off the handle. I'm like, but you got dozens of people that support. Right. Like, I've literally had that conversation with people, like, focus on the people that's spending money with you, nurture those people. Everybody's not your customer. So we really got a lot to work on as a community so we can, you know, elevate to a new level. Something that's trending right now, and I don't know if you're knowledgeable about it, we're going to find out. This shadow work stuff. You know anything about that?
Explain it a little.
Well, I don't really know about it. They got like a shadow work book. Everybody's talking about it. And
I heard about it.
Yeah, but some people saying it's evil work. So I'm like, some people saying it's not. I maybe
I
you knew
don't do trends, right? I don't do trends, and let me tell you why I don't do trends. Because when you get involved in a trend, you're eliminating your ability to think for yourself. I don't do trends.
Me either.
I heard about it.
It's trending right now.
Yeah, but I heard it was evil stuff.
People saying that, then other people saying that it's not. It's supposed to help you, find out who you are and better yourself, and that's just a general definition because I haven't really done a whole lot of homework on it. But I was just throwing out there maybe you knew about it being that the whole thing. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's ordering one. Whoever made it, they make a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's that whole. Yeah. That's that whole, you know, somebody famous said that they got it. And I used to be, oh my God, I want to, you know, I got a little belly, right? I done had 4 C-sections. So I got a little belly. So, you know, you see the little T to help you flatten your belly. I ordered it one time and would never do it again.
It didn't work for you?
No, it just made me use the bathroom.
Oh, man, the flat tummy T.
Yeah,
It was a wave, man.
You gonna love all of this, okay?
You look beautiful. I love it.
Well, thank you.
It's all good.
Because it's hidden,
hey,
right?
I love it. I love it. So, you know, moving on. You know, we're at the end of this year, you know, coming to a close. We're in the fourth quarter, and a new year's on the way. We always got to be innovative and think ahead. So what can we expect from you coming in 2024? Any events happening, any major goals you can speak on? Talk about it.
Well, on December 16th of this year, and it's a 3-week process, I'm doing what we call the 21-day-ish into becoming who you are meant to be. And basically what it is that it's some of the steps that I give my clients, but then it's some of the steps that I've done too to become me. Like my motto is nobody can beat me loving me. So when you come through the door, you better make sure that you loving you enough to cover you because I'm going to love me enough to cover me. But it's about learning who you are to your core. Right. And not that it's not gimmicky at all. It's just a 21-day process. We're going to kick it off on December 16th. And you have a workbook. I'm authoring a workbook. Never thought I would do that. But it's going to help you build a habit to know you and become you and be effective to the point where you don't have to jump on a bandwagon just because you see it go by. You'll be able to sit back and, like you said, do your research and figure out yourself based on who you are and who you want to be.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So, yeah.
So how can people get involved with the workbook and, you know, what you're doing? Where can they sign up? Where can they register? Tell the people about that.
So introductory pricing, only because I've never done anything like this before. Never wanted to do anything like this before, but because I hold so many groups and my clients, let me just go on ahead and rent it out. So the introductory price, it's going to be a hybrid experience, which means that it's going to be in person. And if you can't join in person, you can join virtually. In person, tickets go on sale. Registration begins. Let me not say tickets because I don't want to do tickets. Registration begins on Sunday, October the 15th.
Okay.
Early bird pricing. In person is $20. Virtual is $25 up until November the 1st, and then it goes in person $25, virtual $30. Okay. It will include the workbook. It will include the initial workshop. We're going to have weekly group meetings to discuss, decompress and discuss what's going on this week that I may need help with, almost like a support group. And it's going to last 21 days. So I will definitely, I think I sent you the flyer, but I will send it to you again. Registration information has not gone out, but it will go live on Sunday. It's invest in yourself, sow into yourself. If we can't get the tools to make us better from an innocent perspective, without having to jump through hoops, without having to spend $300 and $400 and $500, it's minimal, but it'll be worth that.
Certainly. We definitely looking forward to that. That's major right there. Tell the people how they can follow you on social media, so they can be staying tuned for the news and the links and everything once you get it rolling out. What's your social medias?
So Facebook, I am Janean, period, Janean, period, spelled out, because, everything is a period with me. Instagram, I am His Jabella, HISJABELLA. Snapchat, I think I'm His Jabella too. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I'm not a snapper a whole lot.
I haven't figured out how to monetize from Snapchat.
No, it's good if you want to cuss somebody out and just let it last for 24 hours if you just want to let somebody know. Like, I literally just saw an old man when I was sitting out in the parking lot, 80 years old, walking into the little Lucy's. What is that? Lucy's what?
Oh, if you a fly on the wall.
Let me tell you something. And I don't people watch.
You'd be like,
what?
I mean, we be here so much,
Ain't a lot of people watch.
Look.
They be
80, and he was old, like leaned over a little. I said, "Oh, I got this to look forward to at 80." Look, but yeah, I haven't. I don't. I'm not. I don't even know how to use TikTok. I'm gonna be honest.
You need to get on TikTok.
For
what you're doing, you have to be on TikTok.
I'm trying.
Trust me.
I'm gonna have to get some lessons because I don't know what to do.
Just talk. TikTok is like TV, and I'm speaking to myself too because I'm just able to go live. But I got certain people that I follow on TikTok that's realtors, credit repair. They do all type of things, and I literally go on there and just watch their content because they're dropping gems and jewels. So I feel like when doing your type of work, it would definitely do good on TikTok. And all you got to do is go on there and drop 3 or 4 videos, and they get hundreds, even thousands of views instantly.
We gonna see. Y'all gonna have to put.
It's not like Facebook. The algorithm is totally different.
Y'all gonna have to put me up on game.
Just talk.
Yeah.
Come up with a topic for the week, and I'm telling you because I see people do this. Like they'll say, this week we're talking about dating in the Black community, and then you put up 7 days worth of content. It don't have to be long. It could be 3-4 minutes of you just talking about that, and you'll see it start building. Because, when you niche down like that, you got people that they're going to look forward to seeing, okay, what's the topic for this week? What's the topic for next week?
I'm going to put it in my little...
Do it.
We going to see.
TikTok on the way. We got to take advantage of these free resources they give us.
So I do have TikTok. I do. I just don't use it. It's not even... I don't even...
The videos... The thing with TikTok, the videos, they have so much visibility... Your only job is to make sure it's valuable, because then you're going to get followers. The way the algorithm is set up is people going to see it. It's not like Facebook where mainly your friends see it. TikTok, it throws it out in the algorithm and people see it. So when it's like you throwing it against the wall, but then it's like people like, oh, everybody's seeing it. Oh, that's for me, and they go get it. So it's a different type of algorithm, and you definitely need to tap in with that. Trust me.
Well, my name on TikTok is Janean. Period.
Janean. Period.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all follow her
pushing the period
everywhere. Okay, moving on. Marriage in 2023. I'm a DJ. I do a lot of weddings, and I might I'll do a wedding, and 2 years later I might be in Walmart and I might see the bride, I might see the groom. Hey, how's everything going? Oh, that's over with. I'm like, dang, what happened? And hold on, and I'll run into older guys that's married, and I'll say, hey, how you feel about marriage? Don't do it. Like, and I know you gotta have your individual experience, but as a young man trying to figure it out, it's not a lot. I'm seeing like it's not a lot of people that's like, yeah, do it.
Marriage is a beautiful thing. Would I love to be married? I would love to be married. I want that whole best friend experience. I want the whole playing footsies in the bed. I love the whole
footsies.
Yes, smacking the butt as you walk past. I love all of that.
Oh yeah, the vibes.
Now, saying that, you have to be married to the right person. Like if it's a red flag when you're dating, it's gonna magnify after you say I do. Getting married is the easiest thing to get into, but it's the most difficult thing to come out of. So you have to be okay.
Oh, yeah, you wasn't. Go ahead.
You was married? Yeah.
We didn't blow him up.
Oh, I'm
sorry.
It's
about you.
It's about me.
Yeah.
Dude, be funny, though.
I've been married twice. I didn't get married until 27, the first time.
Right.
Stayed married for 6 years with that one. Didn't get married again until 17 years after that. 13 years after that.
13 years.
13 years after that. I married a younger gentleman.
When them young boys snatched you up.
I bet so.
So let's talk about this for a minute. So I can never get anybody my age or older. Like the older dudes feel like, I don't know what it is. Like, but for some reason, even like the babies now, like 25 years old, like my son is 24. What I look like?
But you got young fly energy though.
What is that?
Look at the fit. Like if I see you in the mall, I'm not gonna think you're an older elder. I'm like, hey, she fly. Got the Nike joint on.
What am I supposed to?
And if I speak to you,
what the age got to do with it though?
It's not about the age; it's about the maturity.
Right.
Because there are some men that are my age and older that are definitely immature. But then it's also about me knowing what I want and what I'm willing to deal with.
Okay.
So because I'm happily single, I'm at peace being single. I don't need anybody to come into my life to make me whole because I'm already whole.
I know that's right.
I need somebody to come into my life where we can complement each other and make each other better.
Right.
We keep saying that we want to be 50-50, but it has to be 100-100 because I can't give half of myself to somebody and he can't give half of himself to me. So, but it took me going through that last marriage with a narcissist. I don't.
We're gonna break down that word too, because that word is getting thrown around
narcissism
everywhere. If it feels like if even on either side, if we break up, there was a narcissist. The man and the woman, everybody's throwing it around.
So let me give you a little bit of insight into my marriage. Okay. This last one. But first, let me say I married the same type of individual twice because I wasn't healed both times that I got married. So I married the same type of individual twice.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, but I had to heal. I had to figure out, because that was the problem. I had to figure that out. But so you give me your insight on this, and I got a little mouth on me. I know that I have a mouth on me, but I'm never argumentative. He would want to argue, and I would be like, let's just have a conversation. You don't love me. Da 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 da. That's one instance. I'm going to the gym. He would be like, I'm going to the gym. Okay, have fun. You don't care? What you want me to do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Well, that's a that I get where you're going with that.
I would cook, right? I would cook. Cooking brings me peace, and I can cook a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your dish? What's your go-to? If it's Thanksgiving, what they want you to bring?
Thanksgiving, I'm always bringing the dressing. It never fails.
I love some dressing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can cook a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
But I would cook, and because I used one more type of cheese in the macaroni than his mama used, it's a problem.
Come on, man.
That's what I dealt with. But then he was 10 years younger than I was.
Yeah.
And he was a mama's boy. I was talked into the situation, but I honestly take responsibility because I still decided to go through it.
Yeah.
But I knew my marriage was over the moment I said I do. The writing was on the wall.
Sheesh.
And I contributed to that, definitely, because I wasn't there. I wasn't checked in.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of how long is this going to last this time.
How did you heal from both of those? What, the last one, really?
I talked to a therapist. I had to, and honestly, I helped her. What you said?
I'm trying to tell you.
What's going on with these therapists out here, man?
They need help.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Honestly,
Who helps the therapist?
That part.
The patient.
But sometimes it's just easier to talk it out without somebody judging you.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you can't talk to your circle, because the moment you say, then y'all get into a little beef, they throwing it back up in your face.
Yeah.
So I was able to talk through me. Like, my dad did some things when we were younger, and because I love my father, I allowed myself to be attracted to the same type of man my father was. And don't get me wrong, my father was an excellent provider, and he just wasn't a good man to my mom. And when you see that, right, it's like, do I deserve more? The struggle was, do I deserve more, or do I deserve this? And then in my younger days, I was a little, little player, I was
Talk about it.
Yeah, when you go to another school and you the new person and everybody in your face and everybody da. So yeah,
fine new girl.
Yeah, and they see you said fine. I'm all right.
Yeah.
But I never heard it. I was never hurt in that area. So when it was time for me to get serious, I was attracted to men that weren't worthy of me being attracted to, but then at that point I didn't feel like I deserved any better. So I went with what I thought I deserved, and my worth back then, I didn't feel like I was worth 20%. Now I'm 100 plus.
Talk about it, popping.
But back then, and which is why I can life coach now, right? I see where I came from, and then I see where I am right now. So I know me, I love me.
We appreciate the work you're doing. It's much needed, because I think family is needed. Everybody is, waving these flags saying, I don't need anybody. I don't need this. But I think we got to build a family back up. And I think it starts with the individual to get to a point where we can have families, because that's how you provide a legacy and get things done. You're a great woman or man alone, but when you come together and build family and children, then you can, have something that go on for generation and generation. So we got to figure that out. What about finances? I see a lot of,
at the one.
Finances like the number one reason why people part and divorce.
So I'm going to say this the way that I'm going to say this, and then y'all can chime in. This might be for the other podcast.
We lining it up right now.
Yeah.
We lining it up right now.
But old school, the man would take care of all the bills, and the woman would take care of the house. And honestly, I'm a firm believer in that, because I am. I
love it.
But
you one of many.
The way that I feel, the way that I feel is that my significant other will never go without trying to take care of the house, because if we truly love each other, his struggle is my struggle, right? And I'm not going to leave him out there with his pants down and I'm walking around fully clothed. We're not going to do that. So a true partnership, if he handles the bills, I'm going to handle everything else. Like if he pays the mortgage, I got everything else. But then he's still going to have a hot meal on the table. He going to take the trash out. I don't like taking no trash out. I don't like folding the clothes. I'll wash them and dry.
You got to fold the clothes.
I'm
now.
not folding the clothes. We got the compromise.
No, you got to get them clothes folded. They cannot lay on the couch.
He can fold the clothes.
I feel like if you wash the clothes, I dry the clothes, we fold them together. Come on now.
That
might
might
clothes folding session.
That might be workable. But I don't like folding clothes. But I
like folding clothes.
No. See, I wash and dry.
I put some music on.
Yeah, no.
And then I got a t-shirt folder. So I just, when it comes to t-shirts, just like boom, 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 it's done. So
yeah, no, we then
yeah.
we're not folding.
You got a t-shirt folder.
I know.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I got a clothing line.
That's
that
extra bouginess right there.
I'm use this in the house.
I'm judging them a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, look, my drawer look like Foot Locker when you walk back in the day walking Foot Locker. Everything's folded.
Yeah, nobody doing all of that. I'm gonna flick it out, and we gonna keep on going. I don't iron anymore. We ain't got no time. I don't feel like that.
Yeah, things have definitely changed.
Yeah, but
so when we talking about, like I said, finances, we living in a place now where, some women is making more than the men. So
I make more than my ex-husband.
Yeah, so what's is it a power struggle there? Because a man got to feel like a man.
It shouldn't be.
But you see it a lot though.
Because we want to have power over each other instead of being one with each other. So there's nothing wrong with going back to that last marriage. Like I said, I made more money than he did. So on our first anniversary, I took him to San Francisco and I paid for everything. I paid for everything.
That's
every
beautiful.
meal we ate, every tour we took, the hotel, the flight, I paid for it.
Special.
But
hold on.
Special.
How long you been single?
We separated in 2020.
Okay.
So I've dated here and there, but the dating pool is pissy.
It's crazy.
And back moving on to that, the dating pool.
Yes.
Oof.
Like I said, it feels like the man and the woman's at war. Like we said earlier, the women saying, most women that we're coming across, I don't want to go here for a first date. The date need to cost
what
this.
Is here?
And they don't want to go for a coffee. They don't want to go for ice cream.
Out?
Oh, we got a call coming through. Hold on, y'all. Let's see who this is. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
How you doing?
Chilling, man. What's going on?
Everything's beautiful, man. We got the great Dr. Napoleon Bradford on the line.
All right.
Oh, man. You're too kind.
What's up, man?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Listen, I just wanted to come on for one particular purpose.
Okay.
Right? I believe that you're doing an amazing interview with an amazing young lady by the name of Janean Wilson, and or Janine, period, right? How she does her thing.
Yeah.
But she's been talking to me lately about these visions she's been having. She was like, "Man, I have this vision about being in a business suit and being around people with suits." And then she had another vision about the boardroom and being in the boardroom and so I wanted to come on because I wanted to make an announcement. And
we got an announcement coming up, y'all.
We got a special announcement.
Big Motion Podcast exclusive right now.
And she's probably gonna fight me. She's gonna slight me. But I want to announce that as of today, Janine Wilson is going to be named executive director of the Place Center for Health and Wholeness, South Carolina, and the chief of Carolina operations for the Pro Self Institute. Now, the Pro Self Institute is our clergy development program, right? It's for the purpose of developing clergy, the mental health, and the education piece of clergy. Right. She currently serves as a coach for the Cathedral of Champions, which is our fellowship. But the Place is our mental health, relational health. It's a health and wholeness center. And we are in Maryland, but we're also in South Carolina. So we are naming Janean as our executive director, which means she'll be over programming. She'll be over helping to establish this agency in its fullness in South Carolina, which is probably why in her mind, God was showing her boardrooms and meeting spaces and blazers.
We got to big it up.
So,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
We got a Big Motion podcast exclusive from the great Dr. Napoleon Bradford. Where you calling in from, bro?
I'm in Bowie, Maryland right now.
Hey,
I'm in Bowie.
MD, we got OT calls coming in now.
I'm gonna strangle you.
Well, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
on site. On site. Yeah.
Good.
And
good.
You know I'm good for that threat though, right?
Yeah. But you need to know that the work that you've been doing in the background needs to be brought to the forefront, and you need the backing of an agency to do it, that you don't have to scramble with putting an agency together, right? You now are walking into something that has a 501c3. You're walking into something that's already there, and you now have the creative space to do with it in that area what you see necessary. So you don't have to do anything but walk in it.
That's
so
love. That's
I just
love.
wanted to come on and do that, man. That's all.
Hey.
I didn't mean to interrupt your discussion, but
good,
that's
man.
what I wanted to say. I would have said it in person, but I couldn't get there, so I had to say it. Man. And I thank you for the space. Big up to all y'all in there, DJ Effect, everybody in the space.
You know that.
Big up to y'all.
So you knew about this.
Kinda.
I'm going to leave y'all to it.
I got some words to you.
Yo.
Blessings to you. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
One. We love you, bro.
Love y'all.
All
Bye.
Right, all right. Congratulations. How you feel right now?
I'm honestly in shock at the moment. He was harassing me about a picture.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what you need a picture for?
Right.
I don't like surprises. Like, I don't.
I see it in your face.
Me either. But hey, after he told me, I said, hey, great. We're gonna put it together.
Great. Okay.
Great thing.
See, I was gonna cook and bring you a little something.
I gotta get some of that dressing.
No. And I'm cooking some soon though.
See, bro done got me into something.
Yeah.
Would you like
I
some?
thought I was doing a good thing.
At least you ain't getting strangled.
Would you, Would you like some food?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Wow. He was in on it too, though.
No, I was not. I wouldn't lie to your face like that. I'm sorry, cuz. I wouldn't do that.
Listen, we
had get this food.
Great things are happening. We had a beautiful, beautiful conversation. We're saving that for the end, and kind of got you a little bit. But congratulations on everything you're doing, and the work you're doing is very important. We're gonna definitely empower you, and you got a home here. You're a Big Motion all-star.
Yes.
Anytime you got something going on, you want to come talk, come on. You're actually going to be sitting in on our group conversation next. That
that's gonna be
we kind of building a new thing, but we're using this set for now. We're going to build a new set, as it grows. But appreciate you for that. Plug your social media one more time and tell them about what you got coming up one more time so they can just, drive it home.
Facebook and TikTok is Janean period.
Right.
Janean and period spelled out. Instagram is hisjabella, HISJABELLA. Janine is beautiful. That's where that Jabella comes from, ladies. And then I am definitely hosting the B conference, and all B is becoming who you are destined to be out the gate.
Love it. You know, it's a hip hop based platform, so we got to talk hip hop for a brief moment, right? Top 5 rappers dead or alive. Who you got?
Top 5.
I
love some Busta.
Busta.
I love some Jay-Z.
Okay, I like that.
I love some Method Man.
Okay.
T.I., old school T.I. And that whole Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul.
Yeah. Okay.
Jungle Brothers. Yeah.
Native Tongue movement.
Yeah.
I can respect that. That's solid.
But my Thug Up.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. You hip hop head for real.
Yeah, Annie Up.
Love. I want you to give a lasting word for all the women out there, because you speak for the women. You know, just give them some motivation right quick. Just something to, uplift them real quick.
The one thing that we all have to understand as women is that we cannot expect anybody to love us if we first don't love ourselves. So let's work on loving us to the best of our ability, so we can show that love as we go out into this world.
Love it. Janean Period in the building, life coach. Make sure you tap in with her, follow her on all social media. We thank y'all for tuning in. I go by the name of Bezo803 on that social media. Here's my co-host right here.
Hey, Mikey the Hustler. I just want to say one thing. Support Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, definitely. Go get checked, ladies. Be aware of your status.
And thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Hey, you're going to get kicked off the show, man. I got to watch you, man. You're supposed to be on my side. Hey, we'll catch y'all next time. Big Emotion exclusive interview. Janean Period, y'all.